What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your hostess, Rashid, and my boy on the other side of the panel there is Barrett.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
As you can see from the title on screen there, Lakers are in serious trouble. May not even make it to the playoffs, the play-in tournament over here. Anthony Davis goes down. Barrett, take us off over here, man. What the hell is going on in La La Land?
La La Land is going la la sleep, man. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna be going to sleep real soon, baby. Because let's first. I'm gonna say this real quick. With the whole play-in tournament. It's from 7 through 8, 9 and 10. Lakers are the 6th seed right now, and right now they're playing the Blazers. They're losing. They gotta play the Suns in a couple of days. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna lose that game. So Anthony Davis goes down. He takes a jump shot, 3-point shot from the corner. And he lands on the edge of the computer board and basically hurts the very same ankle on the same leg he had a problem on. He went down, and now the Lakers are releasing the report saying they're optimistic that he can return for tonight's game against the Trailblazers. Well, right now, Anthony Davis is not doing too well for them right now. And, of course, we don't know what's going to happen with LeBron. Let me just put this in very simple form, guys. The Lakers are in trouble. And I know we've always covered the Lakers because that's the Los Angeles Lakers, Tinseltown. And they're the world champions. But we've talked about, Rashid, you and I, about the Lakers being built improperly beneath the 2-star players. When the 2-star players aren't there, this team doesn't seem capable of winning any games.
And now, my throat is actually getting better with that water, man. Yeah. All right, now this is actually it's Friday. It's Friday night that we actually doing this video. It might be up Sunday night. I think the Lakers will actually lose this one, but
and they'll be playing the Suns on Sunday.
Talking about Anthony Davis, how I don't think it was a great signing. I just don't think he has the DNA in a sense, though, to actually be a Michael Jordan type, be a LeBron type, where it's beyond the money in a sense, though. It's about legacy, and I just don't think Anthony Davis he's wired like that. I mean, look, he played outstanding last year to get his contract extension, and then look what happened. He has the lowest blocks. He came to camp out of shape. I mean, I don't know, man. I told people about Anthony Davis. It wasn't the greatest signing in the world. And LeBron James, he goes to Miami. Dwayne Wade gets old on him. He goes to Cleveland. What's his name? Kevin Love. He can't actually stay healthy. So, and now LeBron is going to be tied to Anthony Davis for the next 2 or 3 years over here, man.
And I got some other news.
He's always getting hurt.
That's right. And I got some other news for you, man. They might lose Jason Kidd because the Blazers might be replacing Stotts.
Yeah, I think it's time for a coaching change there.
Yeah, but they're gonna replace him with Jason Kidd. So now you're gonna be losing Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was supposed to be the future plan there when you were done with Vogel. Now, if you lose Jason Kidd, what's your answer now? Okay, and LeBron apparently is not getting any younger because rumor out there now he's starting to have a little decline. And as you alluded to about Anthony Davis,
Rob Pelinka is the problem. I mean, it starts from him. Rajon Rondo should have been highly coveted.
No, he was there. He was the reason why you won everything. And now Dennis Schroeder's out, and there's no telling when you're gonna get Dennis Schroeder back. He was the replacement at point guard. So now you have a hobbled LeBron, you have probably a hobbled Anthony Davis, and you got no point guard. So you're going to rely on Kuzma? Kuzma's a nice talent, but he's not going to lead you anywhere. This is why we're saying the Lakers are in trouble. I have never seen a team go from winning the championship, albeit equal in the bubble, to come back the following season and are basically on the cusp of being eliminated.
Yeah.
And this is where the Lakers are possibly at. And right now they're going through a very tough stretch anyway, the next 5 or 6 games to finish up. They are definitely probably going to be in that play-in tournament. If they're able to hold on to the 6th seed, miraculously, they won't have to. But if they fall into the 7th or 8th seed, which is a good possibility, they're gonna have to play in that playing tournament and most likely get knocked out. And that's gonna be an amazing thing because I'm gonna tell you something. The NBA is all about marketing. They're all about marketing their players. Can you imagine the playoffs without LeBron James? That's not gonna be good. But this is a possibility. This is also a major possibility. Now, you know, with Anthony Davis, and I know, Rashid, you've always had an issue with this man. You know, they are in a position right now where they could be 37-30 by the end of tonight, which might just put them in the 7th seed. This is not a good situation for them to be in. Injuries obviously is a part of sports, but it's a big problem with LA. And you know, you can say the same thing about Brooklyn. They've been having injuries too.
Yeah, but they have a team number 2, and this is that's right. My whole point in terms of construction of the roster. That's what I'm saying. And listen, the Brooklyn ups and downs are worse than the Lakers. I mean, look at them. James Harden's out, Kevin Durant's out, Kyrie with the flakiness sometimes in his moods. I mean,
not speaking to the media.
He's a key player. He actually goes out with a partially torn ACL. I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge just abruptly retiring.
Yep, we're gonna heartbeat.
A lot of ups and downs, and look, there's their number 2. So LeBron James actually made a serious mistake by actually coming to the Lakers. So this actually falls on him because
I've often said that, you know, no one wants to go play in Cleveland, but you know, there should have been a more conscientious effort to put better players around them in Cleveland. It didn't win the chip over there. I get it. I get it. But if they had made a more conscientious effort to put a particular team around them in Cleveland, if people were able to see that there was a possible way of winning another chip over there in Cleveland, hell, I wouldn't have mind going. I'll figure something out because I'm trying to get that chip. But, you know, you go to LA because, you know, he has the movie thing going on. He's got a side business, you know, all these other things. We get all that. We're trying to set yourself up so when you retire, you're close to home and all that other stuff. But you have to put a solid team together in case things like this happen. That's why I said Brooklyn, and of course you carry it on from there. But this is why Brooklyn's in the situation they're in. They have a solid nucleus in case 1 or 2 of those star players are not there. And there's been a few games that they've missed 2 of their 3 star players, but they still managed to be in a position to be in the 2nd seed.
Yeah, LeBron, there's other teams. I would have went to Portland. You got Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. I mean, come on, man. You definitely
even Carmelo Anthony's playing good now. Even Carmelo's playing. You could have picked Carmelo up, and you'd have been all right. Okay? I mean, the bottom line is there's players out there that could have better helped you. Now you go get Drummond. You get Andre Drummond. Now is Andre Drummond going to help you win with Kuzma? Try to imagine this. Let's say LeBron and AD somehow, some way are not available for Game 1. You got Andre Drummond. You got Kuzma. Where's the other points coming from? You don't have that on the shoulder.
Andre Drummond takes up a lot, and Skip Bayless actually explained this right. He does. He takes up a lot of space in the paint, and he takes away the driving lanes from Anthony Davis and LeBron James. It's true. That's why I wasn't really crazy about the signing.
No, you know what? The signing wasn't strategical. The signing was something you had to do. You had to make some kind of signing because the fan base was getting nervous. So you go and make a trade for Andre Drummond. He's a known player. Okay, Andre Drummond's a big time rebound guy. You know, he's a double guy. But that's it. Right. But you had to sign somebody. Sometimes these teams don't just go for strategy. They try to make sure they win the back page of that newspaper. They want to appease their fan base. We signed somebody. We're okay.
Yeah, see the Lakers are a dumpster fire, man. And LeBron. Yeah, you went over there for the wrong reasons, and it's going to come and bite you in the ass now, man, because, I mean, I have nothing more to say on this.
Rob Pelinka is definitely most responsible for the way this team's been shaped up. I mean, even when the late Kobe Bryant was there, you know, in the end, they didn't have a great team around them, and they knew that. That's why they were really trying to get LeBron over there, you know, to try to save the franchise. Now, before that happened, they still was trying to surround. Before that point with Kobe Bryant, they were trying to surround Kobe with players. You had Gasol, and you went and found good quality players to surround him, and they wound up running the table to a championship. Now, but Kobe wasn't injured. Kobe was there, so Gasol was there as well. So
Yeah,
your
I mean,
two
like I said,
nuclear
Anthony Davis. I mean, I've seen the buildup. I mean, he
Yeah.
got into the best shape of his life. Ironically, during the contract, like most players, we've seen it with Darren Williams. I mean,
Right.
he puts up. I mean, this huge, absurd play. Where he gets his money is $98 million. That's it. A lot of players are like that, man. This is why Michael Jordan and Kobe, these guys are revered because they can get $100 million contract and they still play like they're broke. They still play like every game. Now, Anthony Davis, I don't know what I'm even getting out of this man. I don't consider him an A player because he's so up and down. I mean, he's more like a B. I don't know what is he going to bring it? Mentally, is he there?
Anthony Davis, basically, he can shoot the rock from the outside, but he shoots at 36%. That's not good, not bad for a big man. But and I'm gonna tell you something else. I was trying to hold back on this information, but it seems right now LeBron James is gonna miss the rest of this week. He's not likely to return at all this week, and he has a difficult time making cuts and exploding.
Well, listen, he's playing the point guard position. I mean, every night you got Kyrie, then you have Westbrook, then you would have a John Wall if he was healthy. The point guard is the most difficult position in the NBA.
He's playing point forward. That's the thing.
You can't touch them.
Right.
There's no point forward. He's the points. He is the point guard, and he has to guard on the other end the best point. I mean, he's Chris Paul. I mean, all these guys. Let's say if he gets switched onto a Devin Booker. I mean, this is a problem right here if he's going to play.
Well, this is the concept that we're talking about. The Lakers, when we talk about they're in trouble, is because they've put together a franchise, put together a team that's severely dependent on two-star players. When they were healthy early in the season, the Lakers were one of the top teams in the West.
But then I say, Barrick, I still didn't like the team.
Yeah, you said it.
I didn't like the construction of the roster. I said it was a garbage roster.
And I said this team is solid.
LeBron James off that roster. They're not even a playoff team. I mean, they're not. Especially with Davis being riddled with injuries.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because you come on and say he might be back for the Knicks game or the Rocket game. He might not be back for those games. But we're both fully agreeable in this situation. We knew, you said it the way you're saying it. When we had our conversations, I talked about the Lakers are fine as long as they're healthy. How many times I said that to you when we had our conversations? Yeah, they're fine as long as they're healthy.
This is because you got to remember too. Every morning, these guys got to get up early and get a COVID test. Now we know what lack of sleep actually does. Now when I was out there playing ball and I played hard, my body was sore to the point where I couldn't walk. I get up the next morning, I'm about like 60 to 70% better. By 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm almost like 100%, almost 89, like 90, 95% where I'm not as sore. But these guys get up early in the morning. Who says they go back to sleep again? Your mind is wired now.
No. You have to go back to sleep. See, when I play football,
but sometimes you don't.
You have to get ice.
How many times you woke up inadvertently? Then now you can't go back to sleep now. Sometimes. Well,
you have to go. Dude, you have to go take a piss or something. I mean, these things happen. Your body's starting to wind down.
But they're not taking the COVID test in the house. They got to go to a facility, drive, then come back. I mean, these guys aren't getting sleep. So this whole COVID thing, man. I mean, oh Lord.
Well, I'm not gonna put Kobe on this one. I know Kobe has been most directly responsible, but
they gotta get up early in the morning, like 6, 7 in the morning, and get a daily COVID test.
Well, Well, I don't know how early they have to get up. I don't know how early they have to get up. What I do know is that it's now part of the procedure. But whatever is happening, and we've covered it on different shows. We're talking about there hasn't been any preseason games. They had a few preseason games this year. They try to get back to some level of normalcy. And you talk about load management and things of this nature. Whatever is happening, these players are having availability to work on their bodies as much as they did in the past because of COVID. All right, and so now
and them having to get up early and get a COVID test.
Right. So if you're asking your body to continue to perform at the level of having the availabilities to work on your body to get the necessary rest and still go out there and perform night in, night out. Apparently, a lot of these players are unable to do it. Now, there's still some star players out there that have not been injured. Devon Booker and guys like that, Devin Booker, guys like that, they've been able to perform every night injury-free. But for some of the other players,
yeah, but Devin Booker is not
happened.
taking on the load that LeBron's actually taking. He has CP3 actually orchestrating that offense. They actually help.
Yeah, but he's still. But this is a man.
He's not taking on the score. I mean, he's scoring, but he doesn't have to bring the ball up the court. You know,
he's the leading scorer, right? But I bring him up because he's the leading scorer of that team.
Yeah,
but he hasn't been injured yet.
He was actually running the offense and having to score. But you got
right, I get that. I get that.
Get him into spots now.
I get that, but he's a marketable player in Phoenix. He's a marketable player in the NBA, up and coming, and he's been able to hold his own, just like the Joker in Denver. You know, there's been certain players, you know, who have been able to hold up. Look at Jokers in Dallas. He's been able to hold up. So there's been some star players that have been able to hold up, and they've been most directly responsible for the offensive production. That's not happening in LA. And this has been the question. What is going on there?
It's really the construction of the roster. I don't like the roster. I just don't like it. I think it's I don't know. It's
not built to win.
Like Colin Cowherd now. Colin Cowherd is actually saying it's taking a different tune now today. The Lakers are the playoff team, but you were saying that they won't win a chip.
I said it.
I'm telling you, I've been watching this thing for 25 years. You know, there's a lot of injuries that's going to come up, fatigue. Especially if you was playing in the 90s era. I mean, getting hit to the ground, getting knocked to the ground, it takes a wear and tear on your body. So you need depth. You need that. You need it. A lot of things can go wrong, and you have to think three-dimensional in a sense, though. The Lakers did not think that. Palenka did not think that, and it's gonna cost them severely.
The Lakers went into this season relying on two star players. I cannot stress this enough. And I've often said to you on this camera, off the camera, that as long as the Lakers are healthy, as long as those two star players are healthy, the Lakers will be heard from in the Western Conference. As long as they were healthy. They're not healthy. Now they're on the bottom of the Western Conference. Now the star players complaining about the play-in tournament. Now they can't even stay on the floor consistently. Now LeBron's on the floor. He's not going to be 100%, but he has to be out there because this is the stretch run. You have to try to win 4 or at least 5 of the next 6 games to at least keep the 6th seed position. And this is where we are.
You know what? I mean, the battery died on my camera. Everyone, that's why you don't see me. But I would make the expression when the Lakers play the Knicks. Have you ever seen the movie The Revenant? And that's what Julius Randle's going to do to your boy Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Julius Randle got a lot to say because wasn't he a Laker? Was he a Laker?
Yeah, they got rid of him. They didn't believe him. And
they didn't believe him.
Argue that Julius Randle is the top 5 MVP candidate. I mean, you take Julius Randle off the Knicks right now, they're not in that 4th seed or 5th seed. They're
not there. They're not there. Julius Randle, to me, if there's a category, and of course I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm not saying because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm saying it because I'm also a basketball fan. Is it possible that Julius Randle could be the best free agent signing this season? Is it possible to say that?
We gotta look at the list. But yeah, basically, I mean, yeah,
I think it'd be a strong candidate.
Pull Anthony Davis. He does all this hard work, and then when he gets a big 200, and I'm not saying Julius Randle will get 200 million. He takes the foot off the gas, and I've seen this. I've been watching this league for 25 years, probably a little bit more than that, and I've seen this countless of times.
Players play hard for the contract. They play hard for the contract, and they get it and they chill. That's it.
For this all the time, including me. I mean, I'm Devin Harris is on the Nets. I'm like, yo, the dude's dropping 40 every other game. I'm like, yo, got his contract, got his money. Not the same player. To take his foot off the gas. So we'll see what Julius Randle. I mean, mum's the word on him, and we'll see what happens. Let's wrap this video up over here. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, certainly share it. Sorry about my camera going out. I mean, the conversation was really good. I didn't want to interrupt the whole flow. But,
no.
I'll put excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Laker fans, but this is the truth, man. Hopefully, you guys will find a way out of this, but
Oh, and
don't look
Shaft,
good.
and my barber Shaft, if you make it to the end of this video, ha 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 ha.
Wow. All right, guys. Peace out.
All
Peace
right.
out.